Alright, so hello, good morning. My name is Sayeda Farzin Kabir. You guys can just call me Farzin. Basic grammar. First, let's go through some things that people generally make very normal mistakes in grammar. As in, first of all, the very basic one that I have seen in my few years of teaching English is the putting an S or ES after verb in third person singular number. When you're she or he, you have to put a S or ES after you say a verb in base form or present form. But in for plural, like for they, them, that S is not there. Or let's say be verb like am, is, are, were. When you're using them, you have to use an ing form. That most people tend to mess up. And then people tend to mess up different form. Like we know every word has different form. Like it can be used as a verb, it can be used as a noun, it can be used as an adjective. But in order to implement it properly, they all come with different sentence structures, right? So people tend to like in our head, what we do, we translate it and then we just put the word. We don't take it into account that for English, it has a contextual thing. It has a base thing that it can be as a noun, it can be as a verb. Maybe the base meaning matches. However, if I implement in a sentence with the however it is, then the meaning is completely changed because I had to change the format to maybe a verb, maybe a noun, or whatever it is. So these are the things that people make very common mistakes. So we will be going through those mistakes and talking about that. And so a few more thing is maybe these are very basic, like pronoun mistakes. He, she, they, them. They mess up the pronouns for different genders. That's one. And maybe let's say for another problem that's more of a confidence issue. It's more like when as it's not our first language, we tend to maybe stammer a bit or maybe like think a lot, and then it doesn't deliver the way we want to. So that makes us a bit nervous, and then we tend to change sentences midways or something. So when talking or in a language or teaching in a language that's not your first language, the very first thing you always should do is keep it in mind that this is not my first language, this is not my student's first language. So you have to go on about keeping that in mind, that I'll have to make it very simple, I'll have to make it easy, and it's okay if I take my time to deliver my sentences and my lessons because it's not my first language as well. It's better to be correct than being coming out with some errors. Alright, so tell me something. When do generally you guys take classes? What's the schedule of classes for everyone? Like which time can you guys accommodate all of you? I do not tend to conduct very long sessions because most people, from my experience, a very long language session is very boring. People just don't want to be there for more than an hour. After an hour, everyone's just like, yeah, I want to go home. So first of all, I don't think I need to conduct very many sessions with you guys to begin with. So I think we'll start with a 1 hour session from next day. That works. So as I am not much prepared and it's like introductory session and you guys are not as prepared as well, so we'll see week as in
English. Actually, English language is very hard to. So
okay, so that will work on with the upcoming classes, and then if it gets fixed for you, then great. If not, then we'll sit down and talk about it. That needs if you